So the angle is perfect right when I log in. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we are. Oh, the AI summary bot just entered right at the beginning. So what is up, everyone? You sexy motherfuckers. Welcome to the chat. So I got my jamming earbuds in and I got my drinks and we're just gonna get into it. And this live is called pre-solstice because, you know, the thing is that I'm filming it on the day before the summer solstice. So that's why it's called pre-solstice. Now, I don't know where you guys are at, but I mean, it might already be the summer solstice where some of you are. So we're gonna cheers to that. And my beverage of this live stream is a Bloody Mary or some semblance of it. This is some spicy hot V8 with salt and pepper mixed in and lemon and lime juice, and it has vodka. Of course it does. I was debating if I should add hot sauce, but I was like, I don't want it like super spicy. So this is what I'm drinking. And then of course we have our flat water because we love flat water. But anyway, so that's what I have right now. And what we're going to talk about roughly is nothing matters, everything is fucking fake. Okay. So let's get into this. And how nothing matters, everything is fake would apply in your daily life is if you are familiar with, you know, what my view is about how this 3D is kind of like, you know, the high-tech virtual reality simulation. Okay, nothing matters, everything is fake. If this is a virtual reality simulation, then nothing is real, so who the fuck cares? And nothing should matter, right? Because it's just a game and you can unplug from the game at any moment when you place your awareness elsewhere. Hey Ashley, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining. So when I say nothing matters, everything is fake, I'm talking about that this is like a holographic universe. So nothing really matters. Thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate you, Barry. Thank you for joining. Nothing matters, everything is fake. Nothing matters, everything is fake. What we're doing is we're taking our awareness from the seriousness. Thank you so much for the roses. And we're taking a step back and we're becoming the observer. We're becoming the motherfucker who is playing the game, not the motherfucker who is in the game, even though you could say we're kind of technically both. But for the sake of this video, nothing matters, everything is fake. High-tech virtual reality. If you don't like what's happening on the screen of space in front of your two physical eyes, you take a time out. Just like if, let's say you're playing a video game and you're really into it, but it's like you're kind of battling and you're kind of losing in the moment and you're like, yo, what the fuck, you getting frustrated? What do? At least what I do, I'm like, you know what? Reset, pause, let me just take a step away from this. I'm going to go do something else and I'll return to the game when I'm more mentally equipped for that. Okay. So this is what you do in the 3D. Okay. So let's say something is going on in the 3D or you keep ruminating over a perceived problem or whatever the case may be, third dimensionally. Okay. You're looking at it from the perspective of the two physical eyes. So what you would want to do is pause, just like you pause that video game, take a step back, realize, hey, what is up, everyone? Thank you, everyone, for joining. I appreciate you all. So when you take a step back, figuratively, metaphorically speaking, from the 3D, it's like you're in the 3D, right? You're well aware that, yes, you still have a body. There is still, you know, you still have four walls around you, okay? There's still things occurring, right? You're brushing your teeth, you're taking a shower, and if you're not, you fucking should. Just random advice. You should probably still be doing that. I mean, it's fake, but it ain't fake to the extent where we're not putting deodorant on. It's not fake to that extent. We put in our deodorant, okay? And we're being mindful as we put the deodorant, right? Cool. But you're not taking a step back as like you're checking out the 3D entirely, right? There's still things, as I mentioned, that you're going to be doing, but what's happening is that you're mentally assessing. You're saying, okay, right now I'm frustrated at whatever is happening in the game, so I'm going to take a step back. So how do you do that? Deep breath, pause. What is this right here? I don't know. And I don't want to know right now, so let me take a deep breath, pause, and then you go into your internal space and you say affirmations that are centered around you. Okay, so this is my recommendation. If you feel like you're being triggered in the 3D, if you feel like you're frustrated or whatever the case, you wouldn't want to keep affirming for the thing. You would go back and center yourself and place this affirmation on you. I don't know what's going on here. All is well. Everything is perfect. I'm the Lord and there is none else. Okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You take a nap. You go for a walk. You go to the gym. You go for a drive. You call your home. You go out for a coffee. Whatever the fuck you're doing, okay? You take a break. You know what I'm saying? Or you take a sippy sip and you're like, you know what? I'm checking out of this illusion for a little bit. Whatever you're going to do to make yourself feel better. And like, it's different for everyone. So, it's kind of like you have to decide and you have to know what works for you, that your body is just going to automatically be relaxed. And if it's through meditation, it's through meditation. It's going through a walk, it's going to a walk. But you do that and you take a step back. You say, you know what? I'm the Lord and there is none else. I see now that this issue has already been solved perfectly to my benefit, whatever the issue is. I don't give a fuck what the issue is. I am sipping on like a sort of a Bloody Mary type of thing, which is spicy V8 and vodka with a few additives in there. Okay, so, and if you guys are sipping on something too, let me know in the chat. Hell yeah. This is just like kind of impromptu. I mean, all my lives are impromptu, but you know what? I was sipping something. I was feeling nice. I was like, let me share it with my friends up on here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, on this pre-solstice, or maybe it's a solstice where you are. Ooh, coffee. Fuck yeah. I love coffee. I had coffee this morning or afternoon when I woke up. Technically, I'm always awake, but you know, tequila soda. Nice. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Devil Blues. Loving the new hair. Well, I mean, it's the same hair, but it's just, you know, a curling iron visited him today. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Beautiful as always. I know you're beautiful as always, Libra Venus. Hell yeah. Ooh, you're having cut water? Fuck yeah. Woohoo. Okay, so you take a step back and you do something that your body is going to find peaceful in the moment, and it's different for everyone because we're all individuals, and you just allow it to pass. You allow the thing to pass over, and you say that you see now that that situation has already been solved perfectly to your benefit, because you're keeping it general. So your ego is not going to fight you on it because you're not saying anything specific, but you're also setting the tone and saying, you know what, in this situation right now, I am the peace, right? First time on one of my lives. Oh, I've helped you tremendously. Love that, Enlightened Mama. Thank you for joining, gorgeous. Good to see you here. So when we are looking at it from the perspective of the two physical eyes, right? It can seem like an entrapment. Like it can seem very claustrophobic because you're only looking at it from that vantage point. You're seeing the trees, but you're not seeing the forest, as that saying goes, okay? When you're looking at it from that vantage point, it can seem like the only solutions are third dimensional. Ooh, hell yeah, I'm feeling this. Mustache and cowboy hat, that was a good look, hell yeah. When you're looking at it from that vantage point, what we're doing is we're simply flipping out the narrative that, you know, we're seeing it from the two physical eyes, and we're looking at it from the vantage point of, okay, the third eye sight is what matters, okay? And when we look at that, we start to see the forest instead of just the trees, okay? So when we look at it through the third eye, now we're seeing it from above, and we're like, oh shit, okay, there's more going on, right? You start to see behind the scenes, okay, which is It kind of sounds weird, but like your third eye is always watching. It's always on, it's always open, it's always alert, it's always viewing things, okay? And your two physical eyes, yes, it might appear on the surface that you're always visualizing things like in the 3D, which is kind of like a hallucination, right? You're seeing things, but you don't see the full picture. So if you want to imagine like this is a big stage, okay? And your third eye can see above. It can see like even when the curtain is down and they're arranging things behind the scenes, the audience, your two physical eyes, doesn't see it. Okay, it might hear some commotion going on behind the scenes, but it's like wondering, it's like skeptical, it might be dubious, it's like what the hell's happening here, okay? Whereas your third eye can see above and inside the stage, it could see what's happening behind the scenes. So if you feel like you're, you know, kind of overwhelmed in the 3D or a circumstance or whatever the case, what you want to do is just go and say, I see now that this situation has been solved perfectly to my benefit. That's it. And keep it general. Your ego is not going to fight you on it if you keep it general, but you're at the same time, you're not focused on the problem. Now, I posted a video, was it yesterday? I don't fucking know. Time doesn't exist, but whatever. Somewhere recently, I posted a video about if you just even took your awareness off a problem, because remember, the problem is not a fact. A problem is something that you're perceiving. So if you took your awareness off of the perceived problem, you technically wouldn't even need to do anything to get the solution to appear. Because if you've been looking at your two physical eyes, right? Problem, the velvet curtain is drawn. There's shit happening behind the scenes, but you can't see it. So your two physical eyes are interpreting as nothing is happening, but your third eye sees what's happening behind the scenes. The two physical eyes from the ego vantage point is like, yo, there's a problem, nothing is happening. We've been affirming, we've been visualizing, we were scripting, we were doing all this shit, but there's still nothing is happening. But the third eye sees above and beyond all that. So if you simply shifted your line of vision from the two physical eyes, which you're seeing through the virtual reality lenses, to the third eye, the one who is, you know, aware that they're playing the game, I'm going to hand the controls back to you. That's what you're doing in the moment when you say, I see now that this situation has been solved perfectly to my benefit. You hand the controls over, and then it allows whatever's happening behind the curtain, behind the scenes, to just unfold, but you're kind of like, you're taking a nap, okay? Or at least the two physical eyes are, because now you're like checked out of what's happening in the 3D. And that's what I mean metaphorically. So if the only thing you did was that, and you didn't even have a solution for the perceived problem, but you just stopped looking at the thing as a problem, and you just said, I see now that's already been solved, what that's doing, that's balancing the scale of energy, right? So problem. Oh, well, I have to think of a solution. And like the ego is trying to toss at you through logic all the possible solutions, but you're like, I don't know, you're overwhelmed, right? It's like your internal dialogue is kind of fighting itself, because you're like, okay, I'm aware of this, but I'm also aware of that, but now I have to fix this, but I'm aware of that. Like, you are doing too much. You are doing too much mentally right there. The mental gymnastics that you would need to perform in order to fucking handle that situation with third dimensional level. I mean, unless you really want to do that, which you're probably not be able to anyway, because the way that the thing is solved is not by focusing on the fact that there's a problem, because now what you're doing, you're giving more attention to that problem, hence making that scale bigger with the problem. You know what? There is no problem. You didn't even have to think about a solution, but there is no problem. Okay. So if there is no problem because everything is fake, thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate you. So if you're looking at the 3D and you're now not even detecting that a problem is even there, the solution, it just is, right? Because like and unlike are the same thing, different degree. It's just levels of conscious awareness that you're looking at. So if you're looking at something through these two physical eyes, You don't see behind the curtain. You don't see behind the scenes because only your third eye sees that. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Hey, Corey Marie. What is up, gorgeous? Thank you for joining. Welcome to the chat. Getting started with a sermon because, that's how we roll up in here. So when we're looking at something as a problem, that you're breeding more problems, right? Because the two physical eyes are like, we must solve this must happen, blah, 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 blah. So, all sorts of different shit. But your third eye is like, but you don't see what's being arranged behind the scenes right now. So then you give the controls over to the third eye and you say, ooh, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. You say, all is well, everything is perfect. I see now that this situation has already been solved now perfectly to my benefit. And you deep breathe through it. No more problem. Where is the problem if you don't see a problem? It can't be. How can the problem be there? You're saying that there's no problem. Because the only thing, right, in this I guess this game, right, the realness is you. You're bringing the realness to whatever it is because you're perceiving it as serious, right? You're perceiving it as heavy. And that's your perception. That's why you can have you and the homie looking at the same thing and one of you is crawling on the fucking walls about it and the other one is like, oh, that's no big deal. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's all about perception. So when you stop perceiving everything and anything as a problem, you don't even technically need to think about a solution because the solution and the problem are the same thing, different degree, right? The Kabbalion, like and unlike, are the same thing, different degree. So you don't need to do anything because the problem and the solution, they were always together, woven into one thing, but you just chose to look at one end of the spectrum and not the other end. So there's a whole spectrum of ways that the thing could be solved, but you know what? Why you need to look at infinite ideas of how the problem can be solved when you're saying there's no problem? Whichever way is the easiest for that issue to be solved is just going to happen naturally because it was already there. It's like a riddle. So you want something, but you perceive you don't have it, but you're saying, oh, but I have it now, then that gets rid of the want. It gets rid of the lack, right? It's just, okay, this is what it is, and everything is perfect. Your show is on. Holler! So it's kind of like, the way that you're looking at things, you're just listening to the Kabbalion. Oh, shit. Yo, I love that book. I love to revisit it every few months or so because that shit is, it's just amazing. What a synchronicity, huh? So when you stop looking at anything as a problem, whether it's a person, whether it's money, whether it's the health, whatever, everyone has different situations going on, right? But if you stop perceiving that thing as a problem, you would not even need to think of a solution because the solution is already in the mix. No assembly required, right? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to think about anything. So when people talk about like presence and state of being and things like that, being in the now moment, it's like when you're in the now moment and you're just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to check out of this situation. The solution is already inside the problem because they're the same thing, different degree, but I cannot see it from my two physical eyes right now. So what can I do, right? You're trying to move a boulder up a mountain. Why are you going to do that? For the weapons of our warfare are not, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Okay? So the problem was created in your mind. What? The problem was created in your mind first before it appeared in the 3D? Seriously. Thank you so much, Naomi. You're stunning too. Thank you for joining. You overwhelm yourself, shut down, then stress because you shut down. Listen, man, like it's just think about it as like a game. Okay, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of playing this one scene in the game over and over again. I just want to pass it, but right now, I don't feel like even dealing with this. Woosah, exhale that shit out. I see now that this has been solved perfectly to my benefit. I don't need to do shit. That's what you need to do. If you feel like, if anyone is feeling like they need to do something else, that the thing that you need to do right there is shut the fuck off from being aware that that thing is a problem anyway. You know what I mean? So when we're looking at things from the perspective of the ego, it's trying to problem solve, and it's saying logically this makes sense, that makes sense, but the way it's like, how's that quote go? I have ways ye know not of. So you don't know what the solution is. You know what the solution is from the perspective of I'm not burdened by this anymore. But however it comes to pass in the 3D, for you to try to figure that out from the egoistic perspective, it's like you're pushing a boulder up a mountain. Why are you doing that? The problem was created in your mind, so the solution must come from your mind. And the source of the solution is number one, first and foremost, saying there is no motherfucking problem here. If you stop acknowledging a problem in any area and you just say, whatever, it's been sorted out, you're blasé, you're chill about the entire thing. So then you're chill, you're not stressed, you're not directing energy somewhere that you don't want it to be by saying this is a problem, we must solve it. You're just like, okay, it is what it is. And that, you let it pass you over. So the problem passes you over. Like if you're saying that everything is perfect and you genuinely are not trying to war within yourself and war with the 3D, the solution is just going to appear because the problem appeared from your mind. Because I guarantee you, any one of you in here, that if there is like a big problem that you had, I guarantee you it first appeared in your mind from some sort of belief system that you had going on, or a story about that situation or about that person or whatever it was. It came from your mind first and then it materialized. So the solution comes from your mind first and then it materializes. It's the same process, but you've been doing it fucking backwards, because we've all been doing it fucking backwards for the most part, because that's what we were taught to do. And telling people they created the problem is an unpopular opinion most can't accept, but it's so true. I mean, they're creating everything, right? They're creating solutions. They're creating problems. And like part of this is also like self-acceptance. Like, yeah, I did that. I didn't want to do that. I did it maybe while I was asleep, but I still fucking did it. But you know what? The empowering shit is that if I did that, and it came solely from my mind and I didn't lift a finger, I can have the solution appear solely from my mind without lifting a finger. Because a lot of things that have happened in anyone's perceived past, right, that they didn't like, if you were to make a logical trail, and I'm even going with logical, okay? If you were to even make a logical trail, okay, well, what was I thinking before that situation occurred in the 3D? You're going to see the fucking logical answer. It is going to be logical, because you're going to be able to equate it to, oh shit, I was thinking that way about this person. And then they did that. So of course they were going to do that. So, it's not logical, but if you look backwards on it, it kind of is. So if you can put yourself in a place of detriment, you can put your place in a self of benefit just as easily, but we're not taught that in the third dimensional matrix. So it's like, and like I said, I think I said in my last live too, it's like the individuals that really get the movement, that number one, they know they can have the thing. And they might not believe it totally at first, but they're like, yeah, this is like this is it. This is for me. And then they just kind of, if a 3D circumstance pops up, okay, yeah, I'm still not off balance. Like, yeah, maybe that was like a sway in the wind, but they're not allowing themselves to be off balance. They keep their eye on the prize, and like, whatever created that shit circumstance, I have an awareness that I still did that no matter what it was. And if I was able to create that shit circumstance, I can create a better circumstance. But you're creating the narrative in your mind, and then it just plays out. So It's like when someone stops blaming the outside for anything, that is the place of true empowerment, because they're like, okay, there's nothing from outside, everything comes from within. So if I was able to do that, I sure she can do this. It's the same thing, different degree. But part of the parameters of the game is we're programmed. We gotta invest hard work and do shit, So even that outdated paradigm is kind of like, well, I mean, you create it. Okay, so let's say someone is they have a story that they always get ghosted, right? And then they were with three motherfuckers, and each one of those motherfuckers ghosted them for whatever reason. Okay, so they have a story that they get ghosted in relationships, and now like they're looking, okay, they're like, oh, but I always get ghosted, and it's this motherfucker's fault, and it's that motherfucker's fault, and men ain't shit, women ain't shit, these type of people that I date, and ain't nobody shit, they ghost me, and so it's like, you're still, from that perspective, you're saying it's them, which I'm not saying it's, you deserve that type of treatment, but it's like, if you're putting the blame on them, and you're not looking at, okay, you had a story in there before the first motherfucker even showed up that you would get ghosted, then of course it's going to happen. But it didn't come from them, because all they did was appear to prove to you that your belief was real, because that's why anyone and anything appears in this matrix, in this holographic fucking virtual reality game, because the game wants you to believe so much that is so fucking real. That's why you think about the things, virtual reality, and they appear. Yeah, it's real. Look at this. You thought about that. Here, it's real. You thought about this. Here, it's real. And then those things that appear in your fucking 3D, they invoke a motherfucking emotion to add another layer of realness to the fucking thing. But this reality is as real as my fucking titties. Look, see how real they are? Okay, so I don't know if the TikTok AI bot up in here got a little too excited with that, but seriously, this shit is not real. But the whole idea of playing any type of game is so that you want to keep playing, because you believe it's real and you're getting some shit out of it. So that's why whatever you believe about, the Matrix doesn't care if you perceive it as bad or good, positive, negative. It's just like, it is what it is, right? And it's like, okay, here you go, this is real, because you're playing the game mentally, and then physically you're in it, you're maneuvering around. So it's like, here you go, real, it's real, yeah, it's like the fucking, like I said, I think I said in one of my recent lives about the Mr. Smiths in the fucking Matrix. They show up to protect the narrative that the game is real. Like I said in the beginning, this is, everything is fake, everything is fucking fake. It might seem real because you're able to touch it with the visceral sensation of the vessel. You're able to taste it. You're able to like eat ass. You know what I'm saying? You're like you're able to eat the ass. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just thinking about it. So yeah, it seems very real in that fucking moment. But it's like, is that thing real? The thing just showed up in the hologram because you perceived that it was real in your mind. So then it had to appear to prove itself to you. To say, okay, you know what? This is real. Here you go. You had a fantasy about eating ass. Now here's one planted in front of you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? So the game will do anything to show you that it's real. It doesn't matter what the thing is. So if you were to flip the script mentally, and instead of creating eating rancid ass and having a poverty mindset, thinking you have to earn money, thinking you have to earn love, it's like, okay, then that's what's gonna be proven to you as real. But if you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna change the narrative, the Matrix don't give a shit, because all it's doing, it's like, oh, well, this is what they're thinking about, so mentally we're going to display it so they can have that tangible experience. I want to jump in the fucking money bin with Scrooge McDuck, and I want to taste the dollar bills, and I want to fucking swim through the fucking fountain of coins. And then if you immerse yourself totally in that, and you say, I don't need to do shit to earn love from a motherfucker because this motherfucker is me, how can they not love me? Right? It's like you start assuming that, then the matrix, the algorithm is going to pick that up and keep showing you things, trying to prove to you, yeah, this is real. This matrix is real. Yeah, you could be swimming in money. Yeah, you could have that person. Yeah, this is what's happening, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, whatever it is, the thing is neutral. Whether anyone else, me more, people, perceive it as bad or good, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that you're placing your focused attention there. You're giving that thing life, and the matrix, the virtual reality game, wants to prove to you that it's real. That's all it's doing. It's like, hey, I'm real. Hey, I'm real. Hey, I'm real. Okay? That's why, you can have whatever you want, but you were just aiming in the wrong direction. But you know better now. So, I don't know how long that sermon was. I mean, ooh, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate you, Mel. Thank you for joining, gorgeous. So, that's what we got going on. I don't fucking know. How did I gain the wisdom? Did I read a book? All of the stuff that I just spoke about, it's not going to be found in one book. A lot of it is personal experience, observation, conversations with different individuals. That's where 75% at least I would say is from. Yes, I've done some reading, but like, in my opinion, manifestation and reality co-creation, it's something that you kind of have to experience, or else you're just, you're kind of accepting someone's word is true. But in order to really, really grasp it, you have to experience it. And we all have. It's just a matter of, were you aware that you were creating a reality, right? At that moment in time when it happened. So it's kind of like, the wisdom comes from experience, as does most people's wisdom, So, everything is fake. I mean, the realness occurs to you. Because, someone can, like two individuals can be looking at the same thing. And, okay, I don't know, let me go. Strictly for entertainment purposes, my TikTok algorithm bot, people were saying there's a purported allegation that the moon landing was faked. But of course, NASA always tells the truth, so the moon landing was real. Yeah, and this is for entertainment purposes. So there's a debate. Of course, the moon landing was real, because we always believe everything that NASA and the government and everyone tells us, right? We always believe that. So there's a story. Some individuals believe that the moon landing was faked. Some individuals believe that the moon landing is real, right? Like, is it real or is it fake? I don't know, man. You ask Jim and you ask Joe, they might have two different stories, right? So the moon landing could be fake to Jim and it could be very real to Joe. Are either of them correct or not? It's like in Jim's reality, it was fake. In Joe's reality, it was real. Strictly for entertainment purposes, the moon landing was 100% real, because NASA is the space authority. Okay, so so let's just go with that, right? So there's so many things, right, that we can look at, okay? And based upon who you are in the moment, the thing is either going to be fake or it's going to be real. Because this reality, even though it seems like it's real because you can taste it, you could eat the ass, okay? And you could, I could taste my beverage, right? Like, I could do all of that, okay? You can have an orgasm and you can feel really fucking good, and this is like real, but is it? I mean, I've orgasmed without any type of physical stimulation, because I simply said I'm gonna orgasm now, and then it fucking happened, right? Strictly for entertainment purposes, man, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. I'm a virgin, because every moment is brand new and I ain't fucking no one now, so it's kind of like right now in this moment I'm a virgin. Okay, so whatever the fuck you were perceiving in the moment, it's not real. Your mind is the one that's saying this is real, this is the experience that I choose to participate in. Okay? Seriously. Hey Tatiana, what is up, gorgeous? Thank you for joining. Good to see you. You're locked in, Josh. Hell yeah, as you should be. So there's nothing real unless your mind is saying that it's real. That's why Jim and Joe can look at the moon landing and one could be like, this is fake. One could be like, that's real, strictly for entertainment purposes. I'm just a rando motherfucker talking. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? I saw Jane in the chat. I saw Jane, the conversation scrolled up, but what is up, girl? Good to see you. So you have to look at it from like, it's all an illusion. Albeit it can seem like a very convincing illusion, but it has to be, because it has to keep tricking your awareness into continuing playing the game, because the Matrix would not fucking exist without your awareness on it. Think about it. You have a video game and it's fucking sitting there and you're not playing it. Does it exist? Where is it? You're not powering it up. You're not plugged into the game. So does it even exist? Nothing exists outside your awareness. So that's what it is. That's what it is. If you're saying this is fake, then your awareness is all that matters. This is fake. Okay, so it's going to be proven as fake to you. So then if you're thinking this is real and you're so into like the Matrix and you're like, oh man, like this is real, this is what's happening, then you're going to be entrenched in third dimensional circumstances, not because the circumstances are real, but because your mind is giving power to the circumstance, saying this is fucking real. But it's not. The only thing that's real is what you say. The only thing that's real is what you say. So let's say, for example, if I were to walk around, right, and I'm like, my titties are real. And I really was going with that. I mean, I love my big fake titties, and I love the fact that they're fucking fake. But if I were to go with the narrative, yeah, everyone knows my titties are real. Yeah, I grew these from out of fucking nowhere. Motherfuckers would reflect that back to me. I mean, they fucking would. They'd be like, wow, I've never seen such nice, real, luscious fucking melons in my entire life. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, right? But whenever I fucking meet whoever the fuck, pick a man, they're like, oh, I knew they were fake. I'm like, well, of course you did, because I'm fucking proud of the fact that they're fucking fake. You see, so that had to be reflected into whoever the fuck is talking about that, right? So are they real or are they fake? I don't know, man. It's whatever narrative I'm emitting, and then whoever the fuck is gonna surface is only surfacing to prove to me that my narrative is real, so that I can continue playing the game believing that it's real. So I'm like, yeah, you thought they were real. Well, I mean, hey, that's good. Maybe you brought that up now because I just mentioned it now, and that's why we became in each other's awareness. So I was giving that analogy, so you had to surface to reflect that back to me. If I said they were real, then people would think they were real. There you go. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I love it. You see how fast this shit works? This shit works so fucking fast. It's instantaneous. So motherfuckers are out here and they talking about the 3D is old news and shit. No, my dog, because the second that you say this is real, this is fake, how fast did that happen? It happened so motherfucking fast, you can't put your finger on it. It just fucking happened. So it's like the 3D, it looks like it's solid because you can touch it, okay? Oh, Cheryl, what is up, gorgeous? Thank you for joining. Good to see you. They are hell yeah, it's real silicone. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. They're real. They're really fucking big. Okay, so the 3D, yes, exactly. The 3D instantly always shows who you are being, because you can look at, thank you for the gifts, appreciate you. Woohoo, is that the finger heart? Oh, that's it. Fuck yeah, we got the Illuminati, motherfucker, for strictly entertainment purposes, because the Illuminati is a conspiracy theory. Okay, so so the 3D is always showing you who you are. It's an instant reflection, because someone could look at the Grand Canyon and they'd be like, wow, it's such a beautiful, majestic place. Look at that. Look at nature. And someone else could look at the Grand Canyon. They'd be like, the earth is flat and fucking aliens drilled that carving into some fucking terrarium for us to marvel at. What, I mean, is that not an instantaneous shift perspective? It's the same thing, right? Hey Trey Shala, what is up, gorgeous? Thank you for joining. So it's, hell yeah, we're all Illuminati. Fuck yeah, the illuminated awakened ones. Oh, my AI summary bot is here. Debating reality versus illusion using the Matrix analogy. Hey, Monikara, what is up, gorgeous? Thank you for joining. Good to see all my friends in the chat. Hell yeah. So the 3D is there, but it's still, because I said everything is fucking fake. It just depends on what narrative you're giving it, right? It's kind of like, okay, you can shift that narrative at any moment. Like I said, the Grand Canyon, is it an alien made thing, or is it like a nature marvel, whatever the fuck it is? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, how is that old news? It's not dead, it's not old news, because you're constantly observing the 3D from your current vantage point, which is, it's always now, so you can't not be observing the 3D. So it's just kind of like, when you're observing the 3D, you can shift how the 3D looks even in that same instant, because the 3D is not old. The 3D is a direct, precise, now moment projection. Okay, so if you're, let's say you're looking at, if someone is manifesting a person and they don't hear from that individual all day, this is why it's a direct reflection, directly, okay? So they're manifesting a motherfucker. They don't hear from that motherfucker the whole entire day. And they're like, oh, you know what? They're probably out fucking everyone and they don't give a fuck about me and they forgot me, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, you could go with that. Or you can be like, I didn't hear from them all day. That must mean that they're out at the fucking engagement ring store buying me a diamond. And then they're going to come tonight and propose. You see how it's the same 3D thing, but you change the way that you look at it. And instantaneously, you start behaving differently in accordance what you are projecting onto that neutral 3D circumstance. That's why it's instant. Oh, you finally watched The Matrix, Monikara? Yo, serious, that movie is so good. I'm glad you watched it. Ooh, this is a fun gift. Thank you so much. That reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. Hell yeah, magic mushrooms. Fuck yeah. I'm your idol. Well, thank you so much, my beautiful friend. I appreciate that. You want to be your own idol. Hell yeah, because in your reality, you are the fucking shit. You are the fucking boss. You're it. So keep doing all the things that you know make you unique and different and beautiful and fucking amazing. And you're gonna be your own idol. Fuck yeah, okay? So what the 3D is really showing you is exactly what's going on in your mind in that moment. Ooh, I love that gift. Thank you. Beautiful hearts. Hell yeah. So it's not old news. Nothing can be old news when you are observing it and giving it recognition from your point, awareness, and consciousness, because you're not old news. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. Ooh, roses and cherries. I love it. Thank you. So when you're looking at the 3D, it's like, what rose tinted spectacles are you looking at the 3D through? Are you looking at it through the guise of fear and everything is a nightmare and everyone is out to get you? Or are you like, oh, everyone loves me, everyone is my friend, everyone exists to assist and serve me, right? Manifestation pop star. Well, I mean, hey, thank you very much, I'll take that. So it's not that the 3D is old, the 3D is just there, but because you are able to shift how you are perceiving the 3D in every moment, the 3D circumstances, they shift right then and there, because like I said, you don't hear from the motherfucker all day. Are they ghosting you, or are they out buying you an engagement ring? You get to choose. It's like choose your own adventure fucking book, okay? So the more that you keep choosing, even though they're both Delulu, but the favorable Delulu land story, you keep walking that path, and it keeps getting illuminated, and it keeps showing you, yeah, I'm real, what you think about is real. So you can have the good things just as easily as you can have the shitty things, but it's just that your attention was focused on the fucking shitty shit. So that's why you kept getting the shitty shit. It's like when you're looking at something, okay? Let's go with that. I like that example for whatever it is. You don't hear from motherfucker all day. So there's an angel on one shoulder, there's a devil on the other shoulder, like you've seen in cartoons and whatever. And it's like, they ghosted you, they don't give a fuck about you, they forgot about you, they're fucking someone else. Or there's the other motherfucker on this shoulder, and they're like, you're unforgettable. You're amazing. You're the most scintillating, fascinating motherfucker that this motherfucker has ever encountered. They realized they can't live without you. They got overwhelmed. They said, you know what? I gotta go propose to them right now, but I don't have a ring. Shit, let me drive 50 miles to another state and buy them the engagement ring, then cut, right? Like, you see what I'm saying? You see how two different narratives, same situation as neutral. You don't hear from the motherfucker, but the one that you presume to be true is what's going to play out for you. And that's why the 3D is not dead. The 3D is not old news. The 3D, it's there. It's there because you're the one looking at it, and you're illuminating with your conscious awareness that 3D circumstance, and you're saying, this is what I choose to have reflected back to me next, or this is what I choose to have reflected back to me yet. You know what I'm saying? So the 3D, it's neutral, but it's not dead, because if you're even observing, bro, if you're, I mean, I don't know how this is going to sound, but you could be observing, you had a pet that passed away when you were a child, and you're observing the pet in your mind, and you're imagining you cuddling with the dog or with cat or whatever the fuck it was, okay? And you're like, oh man, Fifi over here is very much alive in my mind. Is Fifi not alive? Fifi is fucking alive in your mind, even though Fifi been gone since you were fucking 5. But if you keep focusing on Fifi being alive, and I'm seeing a Pomeranian, like orange cinnamon fur with a pink collar. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Maybe it's pertinent to someone. I don't fucking know. But Fifi is very much alive. Because Fifi is alive in your mind, even though Fifi passed on when you were 5 and now you're 25. And you're looking at Fifi, so Fifi is real. Fifi done resurrected like Lazarus from the dead, because you keep your mind on fucking Fifi. Okay? So you feel and you sense in the Matrix that maybe you scroll on TikTok, now you see an orange Pomeranian. Now you see a dog with the name Fifi. Fifi. Where the fuck is this going? I don't fucking know. Might be pertinent to someone though. Okay? Oh my god, Monica, are you serious? I'm describing your neighbor's dog growing up? Holy shit. I mean, hey, see, I know when I come up with these random analogies, it's pertinent to someone. So there you go. Okay? Oh my god. So it's like you're bringing that past back to the future. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're imagining a future, okay? Woo, what is up? Yes, I'm on live. Thank you so much for joining, my beautiful friend. So anything that you're imagining right now, whether it's happening in front of your 2 physical eyes or whether it fucking ain't, it's alive, even if it's been dead, even if it has yet to come to pass in the future. You're living in it. So it's like It's alive. It's alive in your fucking mind. And if you keep your attention there, ooh, I like that. Holla. Ooh, money gun. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Then you're just gonna make it alive in your now moment because you're looking at it from the now perspective. You're illuminating it. You're bringing it to life with your consciousness. Cheryl, yeah, you can do anything that you perceive you can do. Okay, so number one with that, can you bring like passed over people back to life? Absolutely, but you'd have to, you or whoever is, would have to be solid in their conviction of that because you're not necessarily bringing them back to life, quote, quote. In my opinion, you're just entering a timeline where they never passed. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like you're bringing them back to life. It's just you're switching timelines. So it wouldn't be like, oh my God, they're going to come up from the crypt and rise. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not going to be like that. It would just be you're placing your awareness in the timeline where they never, you know, like nothing ever happened, right? So, oh, my AI summary says, explaining the matrix theory on manifestation and your worth. Okay. You brought your mom back to life in a dream and it felt so real. Well, listen, if that's something that you want to experience, that dream is real because you were in it. That was your conscious awareness. So we want to go back to that sensation, that realness of the dream, and then you would want to consciously keep projecting that in every now moment if that's what you want to see. You know what I mean? So like, so you go back to 2010 like a time traveler. I mean, you could go wherever the fuck you want as a time traveler, you know, just in your mind you're just illuminating that timeline where the person stayed alive, or where this happened or that didn't happen, whatever it is, you know, for any situation. You're placing your mental focus there and you're saying, okay, this is what happened. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like revision, because it's not really revision, because it's just you kind of changing your focus and placing it here instead of placing it there. So if someone is going with the narrative, this person has always been present in my life, what would that look like? So what I would suggest, if you want to do that, or if anyone wants to do that, it's like, okay, the person passed on 5 years ago, whatever it was, but you're saying no, they fucking didn't. They've been here. So in that 5 years, what are some memories that you guys shared that you can project now to help you solidify that timeline is alive now, right? Because it's alive in your mind. So you're like, okay, well, no, they never passed over because we were hanging out and we were doing this and we were doing that, right? But you're the one that, like, you would have to stick to that focus and not go to, oh, but they died. Oh, but they died. You see, because then that'd be wavering. It's like any other manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Alive while you're tripping. Holla. Wow. That might be quite enjoyable for you. Thank you for joining. I love it. So it's like you're not... and it's weird because yesterday in my random musings, I was looking somehow that Bible verse, the passage with Lazarus being awoken from the dead, like that crossed my line of vision. I read it and I was like, what? And now we're talking about this, but I mean, again, right? Because that crossed my awareness, so now we have to bring it up. But in my opinion, you're not resurrecting anyone. You're just switching timelines to where they never passed, right? Because the version of them, I mean, unless you absolutely specifically want to have someone banging on the coffin and crawling up out of the ground, I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want that specific thing to play out, you know, you wouldn't need to go through all that and say, I'm going to resurrect them. You wouldn't need to do that. All you need to do is just, okay, yeah, well, they never passed because I remember we went to the beach 2 years ago. Oh, but they've been dead for 5 years. No, we went to the beach. Like, I have the pictures. I have the memories. Like, you see, so you're not resurrecting them. You're just choosing the version of them in that timeline where nothing ever happened. So that's just my opinion on that. But, you know, like revising a death for a lot of people, you know, because it is such a big societal, I guess, acceptance, that it really depends on you. So if you absolutely do not want this, say no, death is not real. Go with that so that you can counter that baseline belief that we're all fucking trained with and programmed with, and say death is not real. Death is an illusion. It's just, I'm just switching timelines. That's it. So we could even say that, like, even our physical vessel, it's not dying. It's just you're placing your awareness elsewhere, right? So it's kind of like, it's how you look at it. So if you want to revise a death, you want to revise, number one, your beliefs about death. You want to start saying it's not real. And number two, you want to, stop acknowledging anything about that person that would imply that they died. So I don't know where that that was like a long ass spiel over here, but that's what we got. So let's see. King Solomon. Who even is King Solomon? I've heard of King Solomon, but I can't place his I can't place any direct teachings right now. Maybe it's because I'm slightly tipsy. You need to try it. I mean, yeah, have fun with it. You know what I mean? The guy with the ring. Oh my God. I don't even know who that is. I've heard that name, but I don't know. When someone hears voices from their ancestors, it tells you your future about your ex. Can't we? Of course, because it's still your perception. So if you're, if anyone is telling you that, if you're getting a psychic reading or a card reading or whatever, and you're like, no, that's not true. I mean, it came up in your awareness, maybe to still show you who you are, that you're not buying into whatever they're saying. But it's still, at the end of the day, the only authority is you. So if you don't accept something, it's not true for you. That's it. Ooh, Aleister Crowley. I love Aleister Crowley. Oh my God. He's so fucking wicked. He's so fucking amazing. The times I've channeled Aleister Crowley, oh my God. I'm just like, name Daddy. Daddy. He likes when I call him Daddy when I channel him. He fucking does. He gets his fucking rocks off with it. I ain't gonna lie. Crowley and butt stuff. Yo, I heard Crowley, I mean, I don't know. I heard he was into some interesting things, which, I mean, that ain't none of my business, because my communications with him have been solely about, magic and being magicians. Whatever he was doing in 3D, I don't fucking know. I heard that, too, that Barbara Bush was his son. Barbara Bush was his son. Oh, my God. I've heard that, too. They do kind of look alike. I mean, if we want to go in with that, and Barbara Bush, I don't know, man, that was like a whole other level, because she was with George, and she looked like she didn't belong in that century. I don't know, she just looked out of place. It's like, wait, what? What's happening here? So I don't know, it could be. He said that his powers were the most powerful when he orgasmed anally. I mean, hey, I guess so. I guess that prostate gland was fucking kicking in. I mean, I don't know, for each their own, I'm just saying. But I heard he was doing some shit with animals, and I mean, whatever. It is what it is, right? If that, but my as I said, my dealings with him were strictly fourth dimensional channeling, and he told me I'm a magician. I was like, okay, I can see that. And here's my puzzle piece. We're talking about Aleister Crowley. We get the puzzle piece. That's confirmation. Hell yeah. Aleister Crowley is mad cool. And you know who's cool as shit too that I channel? Benjamin fucking Franklin. Holy motherfuck. Yo, when I channeled him, he was great. He is fucking great. I was like, God damn, he's talking to me about being a Freemason and shit. I mean, this is strictly for entertainment purposes, because clearly I'm a little bit tipsy, and clearly, I mean, no one channels, and psychic ability is science fiction, so none of this is real. Strictly for entertainment purposes. My TikTok bot, I don't know where the fuck you at, but this is strictly for entertainment purposes. So do I decide who to channel, or they come to me? They always come to me. They always come to me. I don't fuck it. I stay in my lane. I mind my fucking business. How I am energetically is how I am in the 3D. I don't hit up no motherfucker. I don't holler at no one. I stay in my lane. I mind my business. And whoever it is, they present themselves to me, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they just start talking. I'm like, okay. The darn Freemason. Yo, aren't we all Freemasons? Like, Freemason really just means free stone worker, which means that you're free to manipulate stone, the 3D earth metaphor, as in any way that you wish, right? It's like all symbolic. So, ooh, your grandpa was a Mason. They do some weird stuff. You had Mason landlords, they would march around. Hey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've encountered some interesting people. No one ever told me directly that they were a Freemason, but I'm sure I might have encountered a few. When you were 17, a doctor who's a member of the Church of Satan in Detroit taught you about the O method. Nice. Well, that was definitely some interesting information. I don't know if you went looking for that or the doctor was just like, hey, here you go. But yeah, that I can definitely see how that works, because it's like it's like a release, right? So really what that's doing, the O method, is just you're releasing resistance to that thing. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. So, I mean, yeah, it can be effective. You were definitely looking for the info. Nice. Well, you received that information. Woohoo. Yeah, I don't think Freemasons are scary. Like, they're not. Like, okay, what, like, even when they talk about, like, oh, so-and-so is a 33rd degree Mason, Disney has Club 33 or whatever, like, all it just means is enlightened consciousness. It's not, like, I've never thought any of that was scary. Like, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or even, like, how they like to talk about how they do rituals and shit at, what is that place? Oh my God, what is that place? I think Jane, do you know that place? I gave no context. Do you know that place where they would go in, like, the redwood forest, and they had like an owl figure? I forget that. I know the name, but I forget it. Bohemian Grove. See, I knew fucking Jane would know it, because Jane fucking knows everything. Thank you, Jane. I love you. You are so fucking amazing. Thank you, everyone. Yes, Bohemian Grove. That's it. Okay, that place. I said that place, and Jane is on it. Jane's like, yeah, I know, because Jane be knowing. So yeah, Bohemian Grove, even with shit like that, it's like, okay, to me, it's like a bunch of homies getting together. They share the same interest. So what if they dress up wearing animal heads as costumes? I've fucking worn animal heads as costumes. I mean, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't think it's fucking scary. Oh my God, you thought it was Scientology? Yeah, I've heard Scientology. I mean, we've all heard that, right? That's kind of like culty, especially like in Hollywood and things like that. But Scientology, actually, like, the book Dianetics is really interesting, because it does kind of talk about manifestation. And the guy, Hubbard, so I forget his first name, Hubbard, whatever, he wrote Scientology. They were like, oh, well, he made up that religion, and he used to be a science fiction writer. And I'm like, motherfucker, the things that motherfuckers call science fiction is really how the world works. So if he was writing about science fiction, it makes sense for him to transition into like a religion and say, yeah, this is what it is, right? But I think that they have really, you know, in my opinion, interesting topics about consciousness and manifesting and things like that, you know. You accidentally drove onto the church driveway by accident. You were scared. Oh no, is this a Scientology church? See, now I want to go to the Church of Scientology. I just want to see what it's like. I would go. I just want to go. Not to join, I mean, but just to see what it's like. But like when people are talking about like Masons and things like that, like I remember there was a point in my experience when everywhere I would go, it would bring me to like a Masonic temple. in many different states in the United States. It would just be like, here you go. And I'm like, why am I rolling up on, and not that I was looking for them, but like I would type in the GPS like to go somewhere, and the location happened to be like across the street or right next to a Masonic temple. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, because I have it in my awareness. But I think it's probably like, you know how we're all here hanging out and we have a common interest, right? It's like, that's how I would look at Bohemian Grove or Scientology. Like, I wouldn't look at it as scary, because it's, what is scary about it? You know what I'm saying? This is not an espresso martini. This is like a bootleg Bloody Mary. It's spicy V8 with vodka and lemon and lime juice, and I put salt and pepper. Ground salt and pepper, because I don't fucking know. Because it tastes good, okay? So, you know, I think if anyone perceives anything as scary, of course it's going to play out as scary to them. But if you're perceiving it as just like, okay, yeah, the Freemasons, they're just a bunch of homies. They have similar interests. Like, can you imagine like hardcore ass religious motherfuckers looking at us in the chat talking about, I'm the Lord and there is none else, we create our own reality? Like, these hardcore religious motherfuckers will look at us like we're a cult, and we're not. To us, we're just like, yeah, well, we create our experience. Like, if you want to call it God, or if you want to call it universe, you can. But it you know, so it's just, when everyone stops looking at everything as scary and they realize everything is just a fucking joke, who cares? Like I said in the beginning, we always like to circle back. From the beginning, we come to the middle here. I don't know when this chat is going to end. I don't feel like getting off right now. But when I feel like getting off, I just will. But somewhere in the middle of this fucking chat, I said in the beginning, nothing is real. Who gives a fuck? You know, so. Anyway, if you look at things as nothing is real, we're all creating our own experience. And if people have certain hobbies, they want to be a Freemason, they want to be part of Scientology. It's like they want to be part of a religion or whatever. You know, it is what it is. Your friend doesn't like that we call ourselves God. He thinks manifesting is from Satan. Well, that, I mean, I guess that would be his issue then, you know what I mean? And like, I can see why people who are super religious would get offended by that, but it's kind of like, as someone who is into manifesting and really understands how consciousness works, sees how manifestation is kind of taught in religions. Not only Christianity, but like in most religions, it's still kind of taught to an extent that we create our own experience. So it's like, the more that you're into kind of like all is one type of mentality, that I am you, you are me, everyone, you know, we're all, right? Then there's less judgment. So if someone believes that and they want to have a debate with me, they can have a debate with me. Oh, you believe in manifestation, you worship the devil. Okay. I'm not even going to get offended, because I don't care, because I'm like, this is a reflection of me, showing me that I'm not offended by someone who believes something different than me, right? Because I see that it's their belief system, so it's just playing out. Just like my belief system is, well, they're showing me who I am, so they showed up saying manifestation is devil worship, so I could have a good laugh. I don't fucking know, right? Oh my God, they read the Bible literally. Goddamn, that's wow. So they thought so they were in the Bible thinking Adam and Eve were the first two humans, and then they made Cain and Abel, and then someone fucked their mom, and that's how the earth was populated. Wow. That to me is frightening. That is more frightening from an observer perspective than saying Adam and Eve are literal are figurative representations of conscious mind, subconscious mind. But okay, you want to say that someone went out there fucking their mom. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not even going to dive into that chat. I'm just be like, so you believe that someone fucked their mom. Okay, cool. And I worship the devil, but you think someone fucked their mom and that's how the earth was populated. Like, Okay, but I'm not gonna give a shit, because it's like, what, like how I mean, sure, I guess it can be physically possible, but like, I'm not sitting around thinking like that. I mean, I'm not, Oh my God. They're looking up to the sky to see a man coming down. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the religions, at least like the monotheistic religions are taught that like God is separate. And it's like this one person who is judging you, which, okay, if that's what you believe, then again, that's what's going to play out for you. But to me, it's kind of like, religion, it's just another belief system that it's just there. It's like for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because everything here is for entertainment, because nothing is fucking real. It's just like, do you choose to participate in this belief system? Okay. Do you choose to participate in that belief system? Okay, like some people might not believe in astrology. I believe in astrology. Does that mean that it's real for everyone? Does that mean it's real in general? No. But see, I can have the awareness to respect that other people are like, oh, astrology is bullshit. Okay. They're still showing me who I am. They're showing me that I'm solid in my beliefs that I perceive as entertainment, as serving me. And I'm like, astrology, it is what it is. I believe in it. I have fun with it. Just like I believe and I have fun with like tarot cards and things like that. But like, if I didn't believe in it, it wouldn't play out for me. But I can respect that someone else doesn't believe in it. But I could see that it's also a belief. So someone could be, in my opinion, a textbook zodiac sign of whatever they are, and they're not going to see it because they don't believe in it. So that's like if someone says they don't believe in ghosts or psychic ability or paranormal or aliens or whatever, right? You can only see something that you believe in, or else it can't present itself to you because you don't have that going on in your awareness. So if everyone in this chat were to just be like, I believe only good things occur in my reality, and you really just, not like I said, in the beginning I said, you don't even need to figure out the solution. You just say that the problem doesn't exist. That's it. I only see good things in my reality. I only hear good news. All my surprises are pleasant. Everything is perfect. Then if you don't believe in negativity, what you perceive as negative, because everyone could perceive different things as negative or positive, right? Because it's up to the observer. But if you were just like, I only see positivity in my universe. Everyone loves me. All the news I receive is good. All my surprises are pleasant. Everything is always working out perfectly for me. Nothing matters. Then you're literally filtering out negativity, what you perceive as negative. So only things that you perceive as positive can show their face to you. Because you don't believe in negativity. Just like if someone, I don't even know, okay? I don't believe that Adam and Eve had children and one of them fucked their mom. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's a little fucking weird. But I don't believe that. So I'm not ever going to see evidence that someone fucked their mom and populated the fucking planet. Because I don't fucking believe in it. But if you believe in it, okay, hey, that's great. You're going to see evidence of that, but I am not. So it's like, if you were to and like, I just came to this motherfucking realization right now. How the fuck? I mean, I kind of always subconsciously knew it, but like, if you don't believe that bad things happen, if you don't believe that there are detriments, if you don't believe in lack, if you don't believe in poverty, if you don't believe in heartbreak, they cannot present themselves to you. Holy motherfuck, bro. Everyone in the chat right now, if you sipping on something, I don't give a fuck if it's a water. Fuck yeah, you take a sip of that. Because if you don't believe in poverty, in lack, in heartbreak, it cannot present itself to you. In my universe, we shart rainbows. We shit rose petals. All is well. everything is perfect. There are no problems. I live in Delulu land. Now what? What's you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Because you know what? If I want to banish a motherfucker from my Delulu land, they simply don't exist. Bye, bitch. Who is that? Who? Matter of fact, you don't have X's. You don't have Y's. You remember when those fucking, I think it was Kevin Hart was like the face of that meme, and it was like, I don't have X's, I have Y's. Like, why the fuck did I date you? You remember when that shit was going around? Okay. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate you. Ooh, donut. Holla. So it's like, wait a second. You don't have X's. You don't have Y's. You're just a virgin. You're a virgin. You have who? Who the fuck was that? And if you really were to say you don't know who that is, bro, you have no, you're a fucking born again virgin. There's no one in your past. You can just say that, right? The LA fires, they didn't exist in your people's realities. Exactly. Like, even with stuff like that, that's a great point. When things like that, like a global narrative is taking place, right? Like wildfires or whatever the fucking case is, if you don't believe in it, it cannot fucking present itself to you. You can have an awareness. Okay, I have an awareness that some motherfuckers, not all, believe that Adam and Eve were the first humans. They had Cain and Abel. Someone fucked their mom and they populated the planet. So I can have an awareness here that that's a story that's out there. Cool. It's not going to present itself to my motherfucking ass, but I have an awareness of it. But I'm not participating in it because I don't give a shit. So it's like, you can have an awareness. Okay, they're saying there's wildfires here. They're saying that this outbreak is happening over there. Okay, cool. But in my realm, all is well, everything is perfect. So like, I can have an awareness that there are narratives out there, just like beliefs. Just like if someone is super hardcore Christian, they're not going to believe in Hinduism because like they can have an awareness. Yes, the religion of Hindu exists, but I'm a Christian, so right? Like, do you see what I'm saying? So you can have that in your awareness that yes, it's there, but you're not participating because you choose to participate over here. So in any situation, any global event, and I fucking experienced, like I said in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and I am the Lord, and there is none else, and so are all the fuck you. Okay, all of you are the Lord, and there is none else. Don't let anyone tell you different. But I learned that when the whole, I can't even say it, but you remember the situation a few years back where there was shut down all over the place, whatever. My AI friend is up in here, but I didn't believe any of it. I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. And guess what? I did not know anyone who got diagnosed with that because I didn't believe in it. So by default, those in my close circle, they were protected in a way by my disbelief in it. So I heard like friend of a friend, so-and-so got diagnosed with whatever that thing, right? You know what I'm talking about. Not going to say because whatever, the video will be taken down or whatever. Okay, but you know what I'm talking about from a few years back when everything was shut down, okay, and motherfuckers were whatever the fuck they were doing, okay? I've known friends of friends or family of friends, they got diagnosed with that, but no one in my circle ever fucking did, even if they took the test for it. I never took the test for it because I didn't believe in it. So I'm a fucking test for bullshit. Like, no. Okay, I didn't believe in it. So because I didn't believe in it, by default, in my close circle, they could not have had something that I personally didn't believe in, because how could they? That's like, there's a color, and the color is called Mufasa. And it's a color that no one has ever seen before, but I believe in it. And I'm like, yeah, the color is called Mufasa. No one else can see it, but I can see it. I'm only going to see Mufasa. I'm going to see Mufasa filter on fucking everything. What color is that? Mufasa. Motherfuckers would be like, huh? I'd be like, you don't see Mufasa? And they're like, well, yeah, it's a color. It's a color filter. Like, you see, so they can't, because they don't believe in it. So that's how I was when that whole narrative was going on. And so I had friends that believed in it, and I accepted the story that they told me that they believed in it. So when they would tell me that their so-and-so got tested for that and it came out positive, I'm like, well, yeah, because they believe in it. So someone that they consider close to them is likely going to test positive because they believe in it. But they, my close friend in my inner sphere, could not have, because I didn't believe in it. So by default, those in closest proximity to me, they were fucking, like, they were really fucking protected in some weird way, which I wasn't even intentionally trying to do. But I mean, because I believe it, so how could anyone tell me, oh yeah, I got this, that, and the third? No, you couldn't. Just like if I'm trying to tell someone about the color named Mufasa, they're going to be like, huh? But I already had the perception that they don't believe in it. So how could they see it? They can't, right? So it was weird as fuck. Mind over matter, exactly. Because in the beginning, when that whole fucking shit happened, and this is going to get a little, I don't know, spiritual or occult or I don't know what the fuck. You twitty over there? Fuck yeah, Jane. We all fucking twitty. We jiggy prime up in this motherfucker. So when that whole narrative, because I've had a lot of supernatural experiences. I mean, but I believe in it. So of course I'm going to. And this is what solidified for me. I got third dimensional confirmation in the very beginning. When that first was happening, when there wasn't really like shutdowns in the United States, it was still elsewhere, right? But they were talking about it over here, so they were telling motherfuckers to like motherfuckers were walking around like nothing was really like technically shut down, but it was kind of like leading there. It was like kind of like that like ominous, like all that shit was going on in the news. Ooh, I love that gift. Thank you so much. So it's like, when that was first happening, I was looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, this is a weird story that was happening, right? And so it was like in that in between when they were like just kind of coming out with it in the United States. I don't know how it was for other countries. I can only speak on the United States. But it was still in other countries, but it was kind of like filtering in. So it wasn't like everything was shut down. It was kind of like leading there. It was like during that time, in the very beginning, right? And I remember they were recommending for people to wear masks or gloves or whatever the fuck, right? And so I remember I went to the bank. And I was walking out of the bank, like from not the like the teller portion, but like the ATM. And I was walking out. And some dude, and I know this person was a jinn. I don't know how I fucking know, but I know this person was a jinn. Yes, okay, a jinn level consciousness. Like this was like not an NPC. This was like someone who third eye open. I know they fucking were. Okay, if you're interested in jinn consciousness, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube about that. If you're interested, okay, which is the same name as this. But either which way, I know that they were jinn. I believe in jinn. So, of course, a jinn is going to present themselves to me. And this person looked like a jinn, too. Like, I could tell in the eyes. I was like, okay, whatever. But, like, I don't give a shit because I'm cool with everyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. So, I was walking out the bank. And me and this person, we were the only ones that weren't wearing masks, right? Because they were motherfuckers, they were outside with, like, wearing gloves. Like, those hospital gloves and shit. I was like, you know, the latex, right, that they use in the fucking hospital and shit, and they had the mask. I said, what the fuck is wrong with motherfuckers? So it was during that time. I was not wearing a mask. I was just raw dogging oxygen. And so was this person. So this person saw me coming out of the bank and was like, yo, where's your mask? Like, kind of like in like a funny type, like not in like a derogatory way, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a funny type of thing, like, yo, where's your mask? Like kind of joking. And I was like, I don't need one, and neither do you, because you ain't wearing one either. And then so this person's like, yeah, hell yeah. It's like, yo, come here for a second. And I was like, okay. So this is like, I fucking walk over because I don't give a shit. So he looks at me right dead in the eye. I'm like, this is not like he was a person, but I knew that there was something behind it. That's why I chose to fucking even entertain a conversation. And this person started showing me videos on his phone, and he's like, yo, he's like, you see, this is what they're doing in this country. And it was like, he showed me, it was like a video of like the spacing. Remember how they had the spacing? It was like there were marks on the fucking ground and shit. You had to stand 6 feet apart and all, whatever the fuck they were doing. And this was, like I said, it wasn't going on in the United States at this time. It was going on in other countries. So he showed it to me on his phone, which I hadn't seen before, because like it wasn't going on here. So he's like, look, he's like, you see that? He's like, they want to do this here. I was like, they do? He's like, yeah. He's like, you know why, right? And this dude was just dropping all this information, which is how I know he's a fucking jinn, okay? So he's like, he's like, they want to do this here. And you know why they want to do the 6 feet apart? Because the military surveillance cameras, the facial recognition is better when there's not a whole bunch of faces, like something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically he was like, they want to do that so that they can test the security camera. You know how there's like surveillance cameras, security cameras, like doorbell cameras, whatever. So it worked better with facial recognition to like track and trace motherfuckers if you're standing apart, because now there's not like 10 million faces grouped together, so you can easily pinpoint one specific face for the facial recognition to train the AI cameras. And so he told me this, like just hey, what's up, by the way? And I was like, okay. And I'm just like smiling and nodding because I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I didn't get a bad vibe from this person. And looking back on it now, I'm like, yo, I was in a fucking video game. And it was one of those fucking characters, like, you know, in some video games you go up to a character and you talk to this motherfucker and they're like, yeah, if you go into this path over here, it might lead towards that. And they talk in sort of like a riddle sing-song type of thing. That's what this person was, but it wasn't a person. It was in a person suit, but it was a jinn. Okay, and so they were just telling me that, and I was like, oh, okay, and so, like, I don't know, we just whatever, we just had a conversation about that. So then this person's like, oh, what's his name? David? No, his name was not David. I don't even remember his name. I think he told me, but that I don't remember, and I'm sure it wasn't David, because if it was, I would have remembered right now. But no. So I believe, yeah, yo, for real, seriously. Ooh, potato salad. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. I love potato salad. I sound like I'm from New York. Well, I am. Yes, born in Brooklyn. What is up? Okay, so I know that this person was a jinn, right? So he was just telling me all that information. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, whatever. It's like, I felt like I was in a fucking video game where there's like a helper that comes and tells you, like, I felt like it was, what is that Magic Koopa, that's his name in Mario, right? The one wearing a cape, he looked like a druid priest and he has magic wands. That's what I felt like I was talking to. Ooh, thank you for the gifts, appreciate it, love you. And so I was talking to him, and I felt like that was kind of the vibe that I got. Like, it was almost surreal, but like I was just going with it because I was like, okay. So he's like, oh, can I get your number? And I was like, because I had some other dude waiting for me, so I was like, I can't be giving my number, whatever. Who doesn't even fucking matter. So I was like, yeah, I'm kind of gonna get back over here. So I was like, well, I'll take your number. So I didn't give him my number, but he and I don't know if this, like, I don't know where this came from, but he gave me his number, and I guess he said the name. It wasn't Dave, but I don't remember. So he yes, Magic Koopa. So he gave me his number, and it was like whatever area code, you know, United States area code is like 3 digits. And so it was like blah 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 blah, and then like within the 7 digits it was like 4416667 or some shit, like but it was like the 666 was right in the middle, is right in the middle of the fucking number. And you know, 666 motherfuckers have that stereotype where it's like, oh, it's Satan, it's the devil, and so that was my confirmation right there that this is a jinn that I'm talking to, some Magic Koopa type of helper, whatever the fuck, because 666, when I see that, and 666 really is not, it's not negative, it's not, it's just, it's the six, it's the six neurons, protons, electron, I don't know, Jane probably knows the exact details, but it's the 666 of the humanoid vessel, the atom, right? Atom, Adam and Eve, atom and Eve, yeah, so it's like the six protons, six electric, whatever, right? So it's like 6 is a Virgo degree, fuck yeah. So whatever, and the 666 was in the middle of the number, like, so I'm like, really? 666? And it's so, I was like, who even are you? Because at this point, I kind of realized what was going on. This is like some fantasy character or whatever. He's like, well, I'm not an altar boy. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and it was just fucking funny. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I took his number. So then, mind you, we're, like I said in the beginning, we're the only ones not, take a shot for every time I say it in the beginning, by the way, because the word is with God and the word was God and you are gods. Do you not realize that ye are gods? So I was talking to this dude, and then we're the only motherfuckers, like, even having a conversation, not wearing masks, whatever. Motherfuckers were wearing gloves and shit. I'm like, okay. Fine, whatever. They could do them, but I was just laughing in my mind. I'm like, gloves? Really? Like you gonna go to the ATM and use gloves? Whatever, but that was on them, is just part of my observation. So he held out his hand, raw dog, fucking hand and everything, mind you, okay? So he held out his hand, like I was about to leave, because like I said, I had another dude waiting for me. And so he was like this, and I shook his hand, and like he held my hand like in a grip. And I felt like that sensation, like I was in a fucking movie, but this is kind of a movie, right? That I'm creating, that we're all creating. So he was like, and he held my hand, he looked me dead in the eye. He's like, thank you. And I'm like, for what? Like, cause I at that point I was just like, for what? Like, I didn't do anything. He's like, he held my fucking gaze. And that's why I saw in his eyes, I'm like, this is a jinn. This is not a person, this is a jinn. He's like, with the 666 number and all that shit that he told me, he's like, for not being afraid. And right then and there, I said, oh, I was like, I fucking knew it. So it's like, I felt like I was in a video game type of movie type of deal, because yes, yeah, he was supposed to spread the message. I totally agree, because he popped up out of fucking nowhere, okay? And for whatever reason, I was open and receptive to that, because we were the only ones not wearing masks or whatever. I don't fucking know. But I was like, this is not a person. This I don't know what like I said, it was a jinn, okay, with that level of consciousness. And they were literally like a helper in the video game, like Magic Koopa. Like, if you go, I don't even think Magic Koopa did this. I think it was like the mushroom person. Toadstool? I don't remember. Maybe, I don't fucking know, okay? But whatever, in the Mario games, how you would go in the little house, you would talk to the motherfucker, and then they would give you like the magic warp whistle or some weird shit, or they would give you like a hint, like when the woods are deep and the end is nigh, or some weird, they would talk in some weird riddle type shit, but it would be a clue as you maneuver through the game. So this dude was like that clue, the 666, no mask, telling me what the fuck was gonna go down in the United States, and then it fucking happened. Or did it happen in the United States because I accepted what he said is true? Oh shit. And then in my reality, I fucking saw it play out. But I didn't believe in that fucking narrative. So the other portion of it didn't, right? So I met that person. And it was just weird. And I've had so many situations like that in, I guess, my simulation. But it's like, I'm open to that. So that wouldn't have happened to someone who's not open to that, right? Because like a normie, if whatever the fuck, what is normal? What's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly, right? Nothing is fucking normal. So if someone else who believed in the narrative, number one, they wouldn't have went up, started talking to someone that they don't know, not wearing a mask. They wouldn't have done that because they were scared fucking shitless. So it's like that wouldn't have popped up in their experience. But me, I was already kind of on the border. I was like, I don't really believe this. That dude showed up in my reality as confirmation. No, you don't need to believe this. This is all a game. This is what's happening. 666 looked me dead in the eyes, shook my hand. Thank you for not being afraid. I said, oh, and after that, I was just like, okay, this is a fucking joke. Like, but that was my confirmation that I guess I rendered in that experience to like prove to me again, like I said in the beginning, the beliefs. I believed that it wasn't real, so someone had to pop up to confirm to me my belief. Yep. And that's what happened. But it wasn't fucking scary, but to someone else who is not in, I guess, that realm of awareness, they wouldn't have even went up and talked to a motherfucker who wasn't wearing a mask, who they didn't know, because they were kind of preemptively telling you not to do that. But me, I was like, the fuck is that? You know how many motherfuckers I made out with in fucking high school? I mean, my mouth was a fucking petri dish. Like, I didn't, the fuck, I'm scared to fucking, like breathe the same air as someone. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, like, that, I just didn't care to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just keeping it a fucking 100. It fucking was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wasn't shook. I was just like, okay, and because I wasn't scared, what had to be reflected back to me? Thank you for not being afraid. You know? Everything, I mean, I'm immune to earthly things, and I've always said that about myself. Like, so I do enjoy really good health because I say it, right? So it's kind of like, okay, like, no one, like, I don't know, just if people believe that they're prone to a certain thing, where did that belief come from? Where did it come from? They had, or someone, and here's the thing, right? A hereditary illness that they talk about, right? Oh, diabetes runs in so-and-so's family, so you got to be careful. No, you don't. Be careful of what? It's strictly for entertainment purposes. My AI friend is in the chat. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. I do not have any type of doctoral practitioner license. I'm just a rando sipping shit on the fucking live stream. Okay, this is strictly for entertainment purposes, and this is completely false because I don't know what I'm talking about and I don't have a degree. Okay. When someone even says, a doctor, someone walks in, they're wearing a white coat and they look fucking professional, and they're like, yo, you might be prone to such and such, whatever, diabetes or whatever I don't even fucking know what else is that. I don't know, because that's so not a thing in my realm. That it's like, yeah, they tell the person that, and even if the person was completely healthy, they will start thinking that they have that thing and that it's hereditary because they were told that, and that's another part of the program, allegedly. I don't know, it's all a bunch of bullshit because doctors know best and big pharma knows what they're fucking talking about, even though they call it a medicine practice and not perfection. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a rando on the fucking TikTok live stream, you see. So yes, exactly. It is a spell. It is, because words are spelling. So if someone is going in to visit, a doctor, and the doctor is saying, you're prone to this, and they look professional because they got the white lab coat on, and they have all the fucking degrees hung up on the wall, the person is gonna fucking believe that, maybe, unless you know better. So it's like that's why things are hereditary. That's why you get the hereditary thing, not because it's physically hereditary. In my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes. This is a bunch of bullshit. No one should take what I'm saying here seriously. You should always listen to your medical professional and big pharma because they know best. Just like they fucking made the phone call from the moon to the White House on a corded telephone in 1969, and that really happened. because that's the official narrative. So who am I? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm changing every day. So I mean, a grain of salt, brush your shoulders off, okay. But yeah, so motherfuckers are told that by the doctor, you know what I'm saying? And then they accept it as true. And then because they accept it as true mentally, it starts to play out for them physically. Not because it was hereditary physically, but because they got the program in their mind, allegedly. For entertainment purposes, because this is a bunch of bullshit, okay? So that's all that's all so that's all that it is. So even a doctor telling you some shit, like I said in the beginning, it's still just a fucking fairy tale, because the only way that spell can be cast or broken is if you, the only observer, the only operant power, accept it as true, or you say, nah, this is a bunch of bullshit, fuck off. So, I mean, for me, I go to doctors for cosmetic procedure. I mean, clearly. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I gotta put them away because TikTok is say I'm too sexy for the chat. Like, the fucking one time that I went to, like, I think I went to use the restroom and they said I was too sexy and I was soliciting fucking adult activities or some shit, which, okay. I mean, but again, that's a reflection of me because I'm saying like I'm too sexy, yeah. So I go to doctors for like cosmetic procedures, right? Because I mean, literally, if I could do my own cosmetic procedures, like if I could give myself the anesthesia and cut myself open and do, hell yeah, I would have fucking done that, but the angle would be off. So the only times I visited doctors is cosmetic procedures because I cannot do that myself. I mean, I guess I can manifest that I can, but it doesn't matter. It's easier just getting it done, right? But for like general health, in my opinion, in my non-professional entertainment purposes, don't listen to what I'm saying. For your general health, for like immunity, you know, how you carry your physical vehicle, if you're susceptible to something or you're not, that's on you. It's not on a fucking doctor. It really isn't, unless you believe it to be true. Because if someone is telling you, oh, me more people had diabetes, so you gotta watch out for that, you're gonna get that into your fucking psyche and then it's gonna play out for you. Just the same thing in my strictly non-professional fucking opinion. Yo, Cheryl, you're too sexy for this shirt. Hell yeah, girl, you are. There's this song, oh my God. There's this song, I don't know who's, someone, whether it's on YouTube or here now, someone's gonna get a kick out of it. There's this song that's called I'm Too Sexy, and it's by, I don't know if it's a guy or band, but it's called Right Said Fred, and it's just this dude, and he's literally, like, the whole, I mean, you could tell the video is kind of like trolling, like, it's like for fucking, it's like satire. You need to check that out because I swear that song automatically comes to my mind whenever I like look at myself and I think of myself, because I'm just like, I'm too sexy. Like, that's the perfect song because it's like satire, but it's kind of like you know what, I don't know, it's just funny, whatever. Oh my God. So meme on Peepaw, oh my God, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if that's a real thing that people say though. Like, I've seen it in, like, movies where, it's, like, southern United States. Like, they would say Meemaw and Peepaw. But I don't know if that's a real thing. Because, I mean, growing up in New York, no one ever called anyone that. I just saw it in movies, so I don't even know if that's a real thing. But I just like saying it, because Meemaw, Peepaw. I mean, so, if someone is even telling you, here's the interesting thing. If someone is telling you, oh, and it's not just for physical ailments, in my opinion. Oh my God, the mental stuff too. Oh, Meemaw and Peepaw were schizophrenic, so you're prone to be schizophrenic. You see, that's not a physical thing, but they're projecting that. So then what happens? The motherfucker gets curious. Well, what does schizophrenia look like? Or whatever, anything, okay? Bipolar, anything that they're saying. Yeah, it's a mental thing, but where did you get that idea from? You got it from somewhere. Oh, this runs in the family, or addiction runs in the family, or whatever the fuck, right? Those things, like, it's like they're not physical, they're mental, but you still accepted it as true because everyone in your family had an issue with substances for strictly entertainment purposes. So you're like, oh, like you're seeing that, or you're told that, or somehow that gets in your psyche and it chips away and it says everyone in your family has a substance issue. So now you're going to have that too. Because that's what you hear. But it's a program. It's a fucking spell too. So it could be for anything. It could be like a physical like ailment. It could be for a mental ailment. It could be for like an addiction type thing. It's just, you know, oh, so-and-so in your family, everyone has depression, so you're gonna have depression too. No, you're fucking not, unless you believe that. So it's really all of those things mentally. It's like when you start to see past that, you're like, but I'm not this motherfucker, so why would I have that? Oh, but it runs in the family, it's hereditary, there's science to back it up. Okay, then if you accept that as true, then that's going to be true for you. But if you keep looking at yourself as an individual, there is no mold that made you, because you are the mold. There is no one like you. I don't give a fuck if you have a twin. I don't give a fuck if you're part of a triplets, quadruplet, whatever the fuck. I don't even fucking know. But you can be so similar to someone and be so different. It doesn't fucking matter. But what makes you different is your mind. Like I said in the beginning, everyone take a shot every time I say in the beginning, okay? You accept whatever the fuck the thing is as true. And then because you accepted it as an individual, now it's going to play out, but then it's going to seem like, oh, everyone in your family had depression, so now you're going to have depression too. Oh yeah, but that it played out because the doctor said so. And it's like, okay, it didn't play out because the doctor said so. It played out because you accepted whatever the fuck was told to you as gospel, and you fucking ran with it, and then it multiplied. So someone just mentioned something about Joe Dispenza. So yeah, Joe Dispenza talks about that. So does Bruce Lipton. So if you guys want more of like a scientific perspective, check out both of them, because they have info on that, which goes in details of the science of how even your beliefs create physical reactions in your body. But Ooh, Cheryl, you're going to sleep? Hell yeah, girl. Thank you so much for joining, my beautiful friend. Have a good evening. And yes, this will be on YouTube at a certain point. I don't know when, because time doesn't exist, but it'll most likely like later today or tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Good night. So you guys have to, I mean, and I know a lot of you guys do understand, because you wouldn't fucking be in a chat like this if you didn't. But like, if you're ever feeling a little doubtful, go general, like I said in the beginning, and be like, show me why I'm separate from the mold. If someone tried to lump you together with family or friends, or say, you know, or try to say society, but everyone has to have a job, everyone has to go to work, say, show me all of the amazing reasons why I'm different from the mold. That's it. And you're gonna be fucking shown. Just like I encountered that djinn in the beginning of the fucking lockdown series, whatever the fuck Earth Matrix program was going on, okay? You're gonna be shown your beliefs. But you're the one that has to instigate that change. The outside is not instigating shit. The outside is fucking neutral. And you're constantly bombarded with things, right? How many news stories do we see? Even scrolling on TikTok, I be seeing news stories, and oh my God, yo. Did you guys see? And I was a little excited. I mean, I like accepted as bullshit, but I was like, this is interesting. Like, where are we going with this? There was I've been seeing on TikTok a lot of stories about like a zombie outbreak in a Walmart, and then something in the UK, and like they I saw the videos of like the ones in the UK where like the zombies were walking. I'm like, okay, they're probably filming. Like, to me it looked fake. Again, my story, I guess, my perception. But like they were saying that there were like zombie outbreaks in like Tennessee in front of a Walmart, North Carolina, and like there were different people talking about it. And then I looked into it because I fucking, you know me, I love zombie movies. Like I have a really great sexual experience by myself when I watch zombie movies, because I see a zombie and I put my hand in my pants. I can't get too graphic because TikTok gonna say I'm too sexy, motherfucker. But anyway, so I looked into the zombie shit because I just like the zombie. Have a zombie fetish, maybe. It's okay, it's fine. I don't make my man dress up as a zombie and chase me around moaning, or maybe I do, but it's okay, it's my thing, right? We're two consenting adults, so it's fine. If he chases me around, bites my neck, and pretends to start eating me, and then never mind. Oh god, okay. So anyway, zombie fetish, cool. That's just my personal thing. If you don't like zombies, you don't like them, but I do. Had some exciting dreams about zombies as well. Either which way. So the zombie thing caught my attention because I just like it. I already have that going on in my line of awareness. So I looked into it. The videos looked fake, but I was like, why are there these zombie videos all of a sudden surfacing? Like, where did that even come from? Like, where did the plot of 3D Earth Matrix show go to where we're now talking about like zombie outbreaks? So I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, but I fucking saw it. And if you guys haven't, what would that prove to me? That would prove to me that it crossed my line of vision because I have a zombie fetish. So of course it would, right? Whereas if, let's say, someone has, I don't know, like, because I have a fetish for, like, I used to have sexual dreams about Freddy Krueger. Man, they were fucking good. They were fucking really good. But like most motherfuckers, they'd be like, oh, he's scary. He's like a villain. And like he got claws and oh, hell no. I used to have dreams about Freddy Krueger. And like to this day, a man wearing a fedora, and not that I fucking seen that, but I'm like, God damn, can I just buy you a fedora and you just wear it? Like, holy shit. So things like that, it popped up in my line of vision, right? Yo. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, Anna, what is up? Welcome to the chat. Well, we know about Freddy Krueger. I probably told you about that because he is a fine motherfucker. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what anyone's talking about. But anyway, yeah, so I would have dreams about zombies, sexual dreams about Freddy Krueger. I would have, I mean, and like I would wake up and I'd be really feeling good about it, okay? So I like that. So that's why the zombie propaganda showed up on my feed. But let's say I was interested in, I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit. Like, then that shit would show up on my feed. So it's like the thing in and of itself is neutral. But if I were to go in, because I was reading the comments of the zombie videos, and people were like fucking crashing out. And like, I don't know if there are bots, like, I don't know, but like me, I just look at everything now as entertainment because nothing is happening, right? So it's kind of, you love vampires? Oh shit, how the, oh my, yo, yes, I saw that one too. Several people getting caught eating raw animal carcasses. I saw that one with that, she was on like the side of the road somewhere, and then they like pulled up and she was like eating a deer allegedly. I mean, I don't know. You went through the vampire oh, I remember that with the Twilight thing. I remember we had some Twilight conversations, but yeah, like, so the way that anyone would feel about vampire, and I would have sex dreams about vampires too. I mean, didn't we all at a certain point? But like, my thing was always zombies and whatever. So the zombie stories would pop up on my feed, but maybe a vampire story would pop up on someone else's feed, right? Because that's in my awareness of what I would find fascinating or some shit. So it just, I don't even know where I was going with that, but the zombie story thing, I did look into that, but that's where I was going. I looked into the zombie story, but even at the same time, even though it did excite me a little bit, in my crotchal region. I was like, "Ooh, zombies, really?" So we're gonna have like a, never mind, an orgy. Oh shit! Did that come out of my mouth? No, it didn't. I would never think of something like that. But anyway, so that came up on my feed, but I was still looking at it as entertainment, even though they were saying that it was like real, and some dude bit someone in Walmart, and then, you know, he started like everyone started biting each other and shit. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's been in movies, but I wasn't taking it seriously, just like I didn't take that narrative from a few years back when I met the Jinn seriously. So it anything could be bombarding your line of vision third dimensionally, whether it's on TikTok or whether it's on the news or whether it's in a TV show or whatever the case, right? But it's like, if you don't accept it as true, if you're just looking at it as an entertainment, right? Like, I can look at all types of religions and be like, okay, yeah, they believe in that. Cool. I'm aware that it's there, just like I'm aware there's a zombie story out there, there's a vampire story out there, whatever it is. But I'm still the one that has to take it seriously in order to give it energy. And if I give it energy by accepting it as true and then I think about it, then it's going to start surfacing more and more in my experience. But it's still just a belief and it's neutral. Okay, zombies or G? What is G? Oh man, I have no idea what G means. Can we clarify, or is it like top secret to say on a live stream? Because I don't know. But I mean, I'm telling you, if you, man, I don't think you want the details of my dream encounters with Freddy Krueger. I don't think you want that, because that was a lot. That was explicit. It's like you might as well be reading the Christian Grey shit. What the fuck was that? See, I never read any of those books or saw the movies, but that's literally how my Freddy Krueger dreams would go. So I've heard, because I never read those. But anyway, so Orgasm on Elm Street. Hell, ooh, I like that one. Fuck yeah! Thank you for that. Hell yeah! Definitely Orgasm on Elm Street, because like that was. He had some swag, Freddy Krueger. Like, I can't even, like, god damn. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the striped shirt. Like, we could have got him, like, an all-black shirt, like a nice ensemble, so he looks, like, chic. But, like, the fedora and the claw hands, oh my god. Like, I mean, not that I've ever role-played the Freddy and Nancy bathtub scene. I've never done that. But I'm saying if I were to ever do like a role play, it might be that. Like, I would just have you know, some hands reach up in between my legs in the bathtub and be like, yo, what's up? But anyway, he had some fucking swag. I don't give a fuck. It didn't do it. I do not give a fuck. You place a man in a black fedora, the way, I think it's called a fedora, the one that Freddy Krueger was wearing, because I saw it. But it was like, there was another name for it, but I think it's a fedora. Like that exact hat, fuck yeah. Hi. How are you doing? What's up? You don't even need to say shit. Just wear the fedora. Be quiet. I will do the rest. That's it. Oh, I was all about the nails. Like, when he reached up like this. Oh, shit. That looked fucking fire. I don't know what angles you guys see, because whenever I go on a live stream, I always see different fucking angles than you all. But when he came out of there like in the fucking bathtub, anyway, okay, so I don't know where this veered totally off course here, but hey, I mean, we talk about Freddy Krueger, so it's a good day, you know. But again, like, it's perception, right? If I'm like, oh, that's so fucking hot, we got claw hands reaching up between your legs in the fucking bathtub, and it's Freddy fucking Krueger. Fuck yeah. Someone else might be like, oh no. So it's like, come on. You walked into Freddy. Wait, you did? I don't even. You know what? Maybe that's a story time for like. Oh, his fingers are sharp. No, I mean, he wouldn't be no. Okay, see, he could have the claw, but like I would be the one using my nails. Like his claws are for decoration, mine are for like actually, Um so yeah, he wouldn't be doing things with them. It's just it's kind of like the turn on of like that claw hand or glove, whatever the fuck it was. But I mean, if anyone's to be scratching and biting in that scenario, it's gonna be me, because I mean, I'm the Lord and there is none else. Who else is here to do it? Anyway, so wait, what was I talking about? You see the fish? Oh my god. No, you need to, if anyone like, you could just Google search. I think it was in the original movie in, like, I forget, 1984. I've seen probably, like, all of them. But I think it was the very, very first one, just Nightmare on Elm Street. And then if you just search Google Images, Freddy hand tub. Oh my God. I need to take a pic like that and just post as my profile pic, because goddamn, like, anyway, I have to watch Backroom. I was seeing that movie on TikTok, but I haven't seen it. What do you think of it? Because I always see shit like that. I see content on TikTok and they're talking about the back rooms, but I don't even know, like, I just thought it was like weird, like kind of like the Uncanny Valley type of content, where I didn't know if it was like a thing or not. But how would you make a movie into that? That seems interesting. Just, oh my God, you guys. I know that I'm the only one that can see the AI summary bot, but the AI summary bot just said, quote, discussing horror movies and sexual dreams. Share your favorite scary movie. What's your favorite scary movie? Oh my God, can we even get into the whole Scream 1996? Oh my God. My man chases me around with that fucking ghost face mask on and a long hooded cape. Ooh. 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 Oh my God. Not that I've made videos doing that. I mean, anyway. It's something I'd like to explore. I've never done that before, though. But anyway, Wes Craven, he certainly did. He certainly did. Distorted reality type of horror movie. I think you would love it. Backrooms. Yeah, I want to check that out. I don't know if I want to go to the movie theater where they have like the booths and shit, and you sit and you drink cocktails. That's where I would want to see it. Like, I don't think I could ever fucking do a movie in like a regular theater again. Like, I don't know. I want my nachos, cheese fries, a drink in my hand. Like, hey, what's up? Like that's how I would do it if I were to do it. But, yo, Scream was the fucking shit. The movie Obsession just came out. Mufasa chasing and proposing at 3 a.m. Hell yeah. That's my type of love story right there. You know, you have Mufasa just reaching up with the Freddy Krueger claw at 3 a.m. when you're in the bathtub and you think you're alone and he has a fucking engagement ring. That shit is pimp. Yeah, I was seeing like clips of the movie Obsession, but like for me, I thought it was very tame. Like, that doesn't seem like an obsession. Like, but then again, perspective. Like, I mean, my version of obsession is like, I don't know who's on that. You know what I'm saying? Mufasa. Hell yeah. So that movie Obsession, I thought, I mean, I didn't see it. I don't want to say that I said it and I didn't, but I was like, that seems tame. I mean, I've experienced things that were more intense than that. So I don't know, maybe there's like an Aries that needs to like go in and fucking do a screenplay or some shit, because like whoever wrote that, I was like, if that's what obsession looks like to you, you're pretty fucking vanilla, man. Like, that's not a lot. Like, obsession to me is like you're in their fucking skin. I like grab them by the neck with the claw hand, and you just oh my God, like there is like, I don't think anyone can be more in alignment with like a possession obsession like I've no and people and I'm not someone asked what zodiac sign. I'm an Aries. I'm not a Scorpio. People typically come on here and think I'm a Scorpio because I talk about like obsession and possession, but like I don't think I've ever even met a Scorpio. Like, I mean, maybe in passing, but like I don't know how they operate to even comment on them. But like for me, possession as an Aries, I've never met, I don't even know. Like I've met maybe people that came close, but even like when I was like, oh, I know Anna knows this, extra vanilla. No, I don't even know what I would call myself. I'm like bloody vanilla or something, the way that I like obsession. But like I remember Anna when there was like a certain conversation that I kept saying that I didn't think a particular person was obsessed with me. And I remember you kept saying, yes, they are. And like you saw it because your perception of obsession was seeing it. But I was like, that's not being obsessed. Cause I like, woo, like I want someone to just be in my skin. Oof. Someone that I want, not some rando. Cause randos ain't, but like you don't believe anything that they say about Scorpio. I mean, I've never met one to even comment. I mean, I do, you know what I think is funny? That show You with that guy, the main, I forget his name, the show You on Netflix, right? Where it's like an obsessive stalker type of thing. And I looked up the main guy and he's a Scorpio. And I'm like, okay, that kind of, but again, I believe in astrology, right? So it's like my perception. I'm like, oh yeah, Scorpio. They're stereotypically known to be obsessive and possessive. So of course they would cast the main guy who would be a Scorpio, right? But I was seeing that because that's my awareness, but I just thought that was fucking funny. Yes, you is obsession. No, but I mean, the thing is like, you don't do Scorpios? Has anyone? Oh my God, maybe I've met some like casually. I know I've never dated a Scorpio man ever. I don't know, like I don't know, but like as far as like I'm concerned, like I don't know if there's anyone who would even hold a candle to the way that I view obsession and possession. Like I want the soul of the motherfucker in a jar that like I insert in my fucking ass crack and walk around with it all day. I mean that like seriously, like I'm really into that. So it's like match my energy, motherfucker. But I don't know. You love loyalty, but don't get obsessed. You've done Scorpio. They think a lot, smart people. I can see Scorpios as being like very calculated and cunning because they have the intuition. You are an Ursula level of obsession. Not even that. Like that to me is tame. Like there's nothing, I'm telling you, there is like, bro, put me in a fucking horror movie and it'd be me and my man and we'd be obsessed with each other. No, oh my God. There was this thing on TikTok, okay, that inadvertently I was like, ooh. So there was this like, I get, you know, because I'm into creepy shit and scary stories. So there was this woman and she was like reading stories, I don't know, from Reddit or I don't know what, right? But anyway, the story goes is that there was like a husband and a wife or some shit, and I forget which one of them was doing what, but they were involved, they were in a relationship. And so the wife was like peeking at the husband, and it was like a scary story. So like the husband, at first he noticed like he would go in the shower and like the wife would just be peeking outside the door, and he'd be like, what are you doing? And she would just like not say anything and just keep staring at him. He'd be like, okay. And then it got progressively more intense. Like he'd be sleeping. And then like in that movie Paranormal Activity, like the wife would just be standing over him or some shit. Like I don't remember exactly how the story goes, but like she'd be standing over him at like different intervals or like peeking at him like throughout like their day, like behind the door or like standing over him as he's sleeping. She'd just be looking at him like this. Oh my, yo, to me, I like that. I am your favorite show. You are always watching me, motherfucker. That I'm the Lord and there isn't else. You have no life outside of me. I like obsession like that, where it's like, oh my God, like that's what I like. I don't know, for me. you, you love my hair. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Holler. Yeah, the curling iron just, just happened to find me. So we just kind of went with it. You want your Scorpio SP to be obsessed with you like that? Well, that's what they say, Alexandra. They say Scorpios are obsessive like that. I mean, you don't need to want your Scorpio SP to be obsessed with you because this person already is. Just intend it. But like, that's what I like. So anything like that movie Obsession to me is just going to look tame. Like, okay, what are we doing? Like, if you're not Michael Myers in a clothesline just staring at me, if you're not peeking at me, like if I'm showering and you don't walk in and lay at my feet and stare at me the way my dog would do, goodbye. Because what are we even doing? Like, I'm gonna think, like, I don't know, like, I like intense, like, fuck yeah. Then he's really not the one. Exactly. Like I'm like, okay, I'm at the sushi bar with pick a dude, okay, and the server was a man, and the dude that I'm with allowed me to place my order. Oh, I'd like a California roll and some unagi. And dude I'm with is okay with me speaking to another man. Goodbye. You're not it. Goodbye. You want me to fuck him too in front of you? You want me to get on the sushi bar ass naked and just ride this motherfucker down the street? Oh, you don't give a fuck about me. That. So if my man is allowing me to speak to another man, nope. Goodbye. Bye. You're not it. Bye. See, that's my level. Because I like that. So, like, bro, like, seriously, you're gonna allow me to order sushi from another man and you're not gonna get mad? No, because he's supposed to be like, yo, there's a man. I'm gonna order for you. Let me take over. Ooh, Freddy Krueger, that fucking shit. Reach that claw hand up and fucking claim what's yours, Papi Chulo. Fuck yes. Yo, because like, seriously, like, what the fuck? If you ain't doing all that, you not my man. Goodbye. So that's where, like, when someone is saying no, but this dude, he's obsessed with you, I'm like, no, he ain't. He allowed me to order sushi from another man. So he wanted me to fuck this dude in front of his face. That's what he fucked. That's his intention. He was like, yeah, go ahead, be with another man. I don't give a fuck. No. I will not tolerate that type of disrespect, because that means you don't want to be with me. You want me to go fuck this dude. That's what and someone is be like, oh my god, but that's too much. No, bitch, in my reality, that's just perfect. So sit your ass down, be quiet. If you want a vanilla relationship and your man is saying, yeah, have fun with the girls tonight. Oh, okay. Because if a man told me that he would not be my man no more, no, I'm gonna go on a boys trip. Goodbye. You're blocked. You don't exist. I'm a virgin. I don't have exes. I don't have Ys. Who the fuck are you? Nobody. Good fucking bye. Like, oh my god, I love everyone's responses in the chat. Like, you guys think I'm joking. That's the thing, because it's like Aries shit. I mean, am I serious or am I not? I'm dead fucking ass. Ass in the casket, dead. You allow me to order sushi from another man. You's a hoe. You's a fucking hoe. You don't give a fuck if I had an orgy with the entire fucking restaurant. You don't give a fuck about me. Fuck you. Ooh, yes. Oh my god. So, but see, that's the thing. I'm like that too. It's like, there was this one time, and I was like fucking 15 or some shit, and I remember, I was always like this, so it's like, where did that come from? Societal program? Bro, I was born like this. Whew, I was born this way, motherfucker. Possession, fuck yeah. So, I was with a dude, and like, we were walking in the mall or some shit that like, we'd hang out at after high school. And, you know, I was with this dude at the time. And I remember the next day, like, because someone, and like, she wasn't my friend, but I saw her, like, and she saw me, and I was with the dude that I was with as a fucking teenager. And she, like, nodded, she's like, hey, and I was like, hey, and I didn't know her like that. She wasn't a close friend. The next day in school, I saw her because we had a few classes together, and like, she was like, we didn't have, like, I wasn't close friends with her. We knew who each other were. And she's like, oh, she's like, was that your boyfriend? And I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, he's cute. and me, I was like, what you mean he's cute? And she, like, and I can't even do it the way that I did, but I remember the fucking sensation at that moment. And I was like, what you mean he's cute? And she looked fucking scared. She looked, and I know, and I knew even then that she didn't mean it in a way that it was like bad, or she's trying to take my man. Like, ain't no one taking my man, because that's mine, number one. Okay, but like the way, like, she just like, and I was like, and she's like, no, you guys, you look great together. And I was like, and then I don't remember ever fucking talking to her again after that. But I just remember right then and there. No, it wasn't you. This was a whole other high school. This was a whole other high school before I met you. The one that I got kicked out of for having devil worship in my locker. No, I'm joking. Or am I? But anyway, this was the Catholic high school that I went to. So I was like, it was just immediate. You do not need to say cute and my man in the same fucking sentence. What the fuck? A Scorpio would have been like, I know, right? See, no, well then that's the thing. I'm an Aries. I'm not a Scorpio. So me, I just came off like Aries, Mars, warrior. What you mean he's cute? Like, no, he's fucking not. He's the ugliest motherfucker alive to everyone but me. So like, but like, you know, the thing, I know that she didn't mean it like that. And I was just like, oh God. I'm like, but it came out, it was like so fucking natural. So that's the level of possession, because I'm about it. That's what I like. And I was always like that. There was never something that occurred. It was just, this is mine. Even when I had my dog, I had a piece of paper that literally said title of ownership. And it had like my name, owner of, and then his name. And I would pick him up. I'd pick him up and I'd hold him like Mufasa holding Simba above the entire valley. And I'd pick him up like this, and I would look at him, and then I would gradually, I would bring him closer to my face. But I would maintain eye contact with him. I would look him dead in the eye, be like, I own you. He'd like fucking sneeze or some shit and then wipe his face on my fucking t-shirt. But like, see, I like that. I'm like, I own you. This is my possession. Like my stuff is my stuff. My man is my man. That's mine. Like, I will piss all over that. Mark my territory. Now what? So anyone my sisters and Aries, people say us Scorpios are crazy. No, you guys are for no, but like, see, I've never even met an Aries who is on my level. Like, I'm something else. I've always been like that. There was never a time that I wasn't like that. I'm like, that's mine. And you no, because it's mine. You're not allowed. Can I pet your dog? No, you cannot pet my fucking dog. I would walk my dog in the street and like people would be like, oh, can I pet him? No, you cannot pet him. That's mine. Unless I knew the owner of like another dog, he wasn't allowed to play with dogs because that's my dog. And I don't know the other, like, no, that's mine. Unless I know you, you're not allowed to touch my dog because that's mine. Just like my man. So like, I mean, are we like, so I'm like that. Like, God. I love how everyone is laughing in the chat, but I'm dead fucking ass. Yo, I'm dead ass. The ass is decayed in the casket. That's how fucking dead. Like, I do not fucking play. How do you get your man to be this level obsessed with you? I mean, you just gotta say, like, you gotta call it those things that be not as though they were. So if he's not obsessed with you right now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna imagine wherever you're at, you're gonna picture him, and he's gonna be like this, okay? Like, so you in the shower or you on the toilet bowl, okay? And you're like you're picturing him behind the door, and he's looking at you like this, and he's like, yo, I can't live without her. Yo, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I can't do this anymore. I'm so obsessed. She's my entire universe. I can't breathe. I can't do anything without her. Like, and you can imagine him peeking at you. Whatever the fuck you're doing. I mean, because like that level of obsession, like, number one, that's like I said, if you want anyone obsessed with you, you have to have your idea of what obsession looks like. Or else, because even like my homie in the chat over here, when I would tell her, like, oh, this dude, he's not obsessed with me, she'd be like, yes, he is. And I'm like, no, he's not. And she would see it, but I wouldn't be able to see it because my level of obsession is, like I told you, like I'm possessive. Like I want my man on a leash. I don't care if he puts me on a leash. We'll walk each other together down the street like this, holding on to each other's necks, like this is mine, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what does your idea of obsession look like? Think about it, and then just start saying that he acts like that. And then wherever you're at, imagine like he's like a stalker. Like he put hidden cameras around wherever the fuck you're at. Just imagine that he's always watching you. He's always there. You can't get him like away from you because he's just magnetized to everything that you want. That's what I recommend. But figure out what you want as obsession, because see, here's the thing. A lot of individuals, they're like, oh, I want the person obsessed with me, but like get because obsession looks different. Get your idea of what obsession looks like, and then just start imagining that person is doing it. So me, I like someone possessing and being constantly there and being controlling in a way. That's what I like, because I'm that way. Like, my man's not allowed to say any fucking name other than mine. Why the fuck would he? Like what you, no, I don't care if it's a man. I don't care if it's a woman saying, I don't care if no, you're not speaking a name. Who the fuck was that? No one, because I'm the only one in existence. You see what I'm saying? So you start having to carry yourself like this person literally cannot exist. I mean, they can't, right? Manifestation perspective, they cannot exist without you. They cannot live without you. They cannot breathe without you. They need you more than oxygen. And that's why I say my man needs me more than oxygen. I'm the center of his universe. I'm everything that he's ever wanted. I'm what he lives and breathes. He has no job. He has no friends. He has no family. He has no hobbies. All he has is me. Right? Because that's what I want. I want someone up my ass around the corner. I open my mouth, you see motherfucker face. So that's what I want. Like that, and I'm fucking, I've had experienced things that are very, very, not necessarily to that degree, but I have, so I know it's possible. But like, you have to be clear, because I've said people were obsessed with me and I was just kind of loose with it, and I didn't see the obsession, but other people did. So I was like, okay, well, I don't see it, so I have to get clarifying of what obsession looks like. So that's what you do. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't even know if I base on like a zodiac sign like Scorpio or, I just got some weird fucking alert. What the hell is this? Bro, what the fuck? Oh, now it's saying my live is not appropriate because I'm talking about obsession. Your live is not eligible for recommend. Okay, cool, no problem. Like you see, look at this. I'm so I'm so against the mold. I broke the algorithm. I'm not here. Before was nudity and I was soliciting sex. Now I'm here. I'm talking about obsession. Oh, that's too much. You see, because I like intense.